I
think we're live.
Are we live?
All right. Welcome everybody back to the final episode.
Damn it.
Welcome everybody back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host, Rattlesnake, coming at you live once again from the Snake Pit here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, joined by my co-host, Dakota. What up, Dakota?
Oh, coming to you live from the Rutledge Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, this is bittersweet, man. I've been looking forward to this for a minute now. But dude, it's the last. Is this the last one? Maybe last one of the season. I know
of like this season
content. I know daddies need some breaks. But man, let's get one in. Let's get one in for the boys, and let's talk everything championship. We got to crown a champion.
We do, and I called it. Let's get into it.
Hey.
What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in. Rock, flag, and eagle.
I was actually going to pull that up, too.
Were you?
Yeah, I was getting it pulled up on my phone.
Oh!
That's funny.
I beat you, too. I'm Slick Rick with the fingers, dude. Oh, man, it's bittersweet, but we are here.
Pot up.
Oh, the season finale, man. Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah, we're here. I'm repping the shirt where it all started.
I'm repping my
we
funeral
got the
clothes.
Date and location, Chairgatin Daytona 2022.
Established 2022.
Where this season started.
Yeah, man. Oh, it feels like it was yesterday, dude. Feels like
it actually does. I was looking at the photos and the like the videos, and I was thinking the same thing. I was like, dude, that feels like it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it feels like it was like last week. Come here.
I don't know if that means we're like getting older, but it seems like time flew by. But yeah, here we are. The season is over. We are gonna take a break for a little bit after this one.
Yeah, I had friends today in group chats like sending me like, "Did you see this? Did you see the news?" I was like, "Dude, I don't like. I'm about to delete this group chat. I don't give a shit." What up, Turnpike? Thanks for being loyal. I was getting information already about like other NASCAR news, and I was like, "Dude, I don't want to see this shit. I don't care. Tell me in January. Like, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't want to."
Yeah, you say that, but like in a month, you're gonna be like, "Dude,
I know,
I'm ready."
I know. I'm full on fucking hung it up, and I'm full on college football right now.
Yeah, no, me too. And this is an NASCAR podcast, so I won't go into it too much. Maybe the offseason, maybe we'll talk a little bit of college football. Who knows? But yeah, me as well. I'm full on college football. MLB just ended. My team won the World Series.
I think last episode you were like, "Nobody say anything, man. Shut up. I don't want to talk about it." Now you're like, "This is how we do it."
Never even worried. No concern at all. Yeah, I was thinking about rocking all Astros gear, but I was like, nah, it's the last episode of the season. I'll keep it Chairgatin. But yes, my team did win the MLB. Yes, we are cheaters.
Don't
yeah, we
name
still fucking win. You can't keep us down, bitch. H-Town. So
at least somebody's a winner.
I do just want to address. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good. I do just want to address right off the bat, I called it.
Dude, and all props to you. And I mean, I told you my gut was with Joey once we got here.
No, I rewatched the episode and you did agree the whole time. You're like, "Oh, that's a good pick. I do like that. I do like that." Like,
but you caught it from he was your championship pick from the get-go. Mine was Denny. I think I was wrong all across the board.
I did say Denny wasn't going to make the Final Four also.
Yeah, wow. I did.
I was like, that's pretty good, dude.
I think I picked Chase and Joey to be in my Final Four. And
you did. We all had me, you, and Nathan. We all had those two, which is good. Yeah. But then we all had a couple different ones that I had Kyle Larson and Tyler Reddick.
I think I picked Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Kevin or something.
Yep, it was Kevin. Yeah. You
I was just being boasting, but I did say, like, I was always like, man, it would be pretty cool if Joey got Logano in the 22, 1 and 22. What's up, Steven?
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's very, very possible. I did say, man, it would be cool. And then I also had this theory that anytime there's something new, that Joey Logano would win it.
Yeah,
my
that was a
theory.
really good thing that you brought up on the show.
It's the first time in the new car, first season, Joey wins these things. Oh,
Heyo.
ew. Dude,
Yeah,
but
we're speaking of this episode, Nathan was on that one. So
hey,
he was making it was
Nathan
August
dropping some
29th.
knowledge on them episodes.
Yep, it was August 29th. So it was a while ago. Yeah, okay, so what was all of Joey Logano's first?
Now
Now including this. Okay,
Bristol Dirt, I think counts. Coliseum
the
counts.
Clash, yep.
Gateway. First
Yep.
time Cup race Gateway. And I guess
technically this first car,
season.
the
first
next
season.
gen. The next gen also. I know
I
that
think
the
that
same
counts.
one, but yeah.
Ooh, good point there, Nathan. With our practices, Joey's pretty good.
Interesting. Okay.
I
So
would
for all you
definitely
bettors-
bet Joey heavy on that little street course race.
Yeah, for all you bettors, think about that. Thank you, Nathan. To me and Rattlesnake just become best friends. I am already doing karate. If you're not already doing karate in your garage on a daily basis, then you ain't.
I wish I had a garage. Oh, instead I just got a man cave basement. Oh,
Yeah, I was like, I don't feel sorry for you. But you gotta have the sickest setup downstairs. So,
dude, man, I guess we'll start all around with the weekend and just talking about Phoenix for a little bit. This was the third year we had the championship there, and I kind of bitched a little on Twitter, but it just doesn't really do it for me. Like, I'm not trying to get off the stance, that's like negatively, but like it just it doesn't have the vibe.
so are you talking about the track?
Yeah,
the
track,
racing, or
the
like
championship
the fan?
being at Phoenix. I'm
Okay,
talking about championship
just the
weekend at
whole
Phoenix.
thing.
It's just and I'm not one of these. It needs to go back to Homestead. However, I spent 20 years watching Class championship first time yeah, I mean Penske swinging past their knees off the tee box, dude.
Yeah, especially after losing Brad K.
But yeah, I wondered how TJ Majors felt leaving Joey, or I think Joey made him leave. But then
you think so?
watching, well, that's just like what they teased on DBC.
Okay.
Like Joey was like, I'm going with someone else next year.
Right.
And TJ was like, all right. And then he wins the championship, and TJ's like,
shit.
I
thought it was me.
But it's like championship weekend at Phoenix, just and I'm not trying to be negative, but it's like kind of just, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was cool for 1 year. Yeah, I like a rotation. I like a rotation. I think 2 years max. Like, go to a track for 2 years. Let's go to the next track for 2 years. Go to the next track for 2 years.
I agree. I like the 2-year thing. Actually,
because like there could be one fluke race where like, oh, if something happened, I'd love to see that guy try to make it again next year and see if he can do it again.
Here's the thing: I don't even mind 3 years because on the
I
third
think
year
3 years is tolerable.
On the third year, you're like, all right, I'm ready to move on, and then
I was for sure because they when they signed the Phoenix agreement for the champ race, they signed it for 3 years. So I was like, okay, they're like, I think. Let's make schedule. It's like, oh, it moved, but it's time to move on. Exactly. Look at Nathan agreeing too. Is that then that schedule comes out and it's the champ race next year, and it's like a fourth year. What the fuck? Dude?
That was when I was like, all right, yeah,
that's enough.
Yeah.
It was cool and all. It's great. It just doesn't have that sizzle to me. Like I always, when we went to Homestead, my whole life, it was like, ooh, it's champ weekend, baby.
So
the only time we went there too. We didn't go there in the spring.
Do we know why they've done it for 4 years now in a row in Phoenix? Like,
well, Phoenix got that $1 billion redo with the whole fucking stadium and redid the track and dumped all that money into it.
Do you think that was part of like some kind of agreement?
I think they were like, hey, if we're gonna spend this, we want something out of it. And I think it was some sort of agreement.
Well, I wish they would just like go ahead and tell us like how long we have to do this for then.
Yeah, which I think is kind of like, hey, you want to get the champ race? Put some fucking money in your place and we'll bring it there.
And that's cool. But like they should like give us a heads up. Like, hey guys, we have this contract. It's like for 5 years or something.
Yeah.
So at least we can like mentally prepare and like, all right, guys, this is what we're dealing with for a couple years now. Yeah.
Which I know it's climate depending.
Yeah, I mean that's what Nathan just said.
Yeah.
Make tracks, update facilities. Yeah, I actually don't mind that idea at all.
Well, I heard like they could do it at Atlanta. Not necessarily like that. I want to see that, but it's like Atlana'd have to do up their facility. Their facility is still in 97. I also think they're about to rebuild Auto Club. Like they're about to make that a badass little place.
My concern
Penske,
about all of that, though, is I like the idea of, mile and a half around something around a mile and a half for a championship race, because that's what a majority of the races are. So I like that being the final race for a championship, because it's like you got to be the best
Yeah.
at this style of track, because that's what you're going to win the most at throughout
well,
the
I'm
season.
okay. I get it, but there's so many. There's only like 5 to choose from. I'm
And
okay
that's the
with it.
5 we got.
Well, I'm okay with it swapping around. Like
I mean,
a
I don't
short
know.
track one year, a big track one year.
How would you feel about a short track Auto Club being a championship race?
I think it kind of sounds neat.
Yeah,
I'd
it
like
also
to see-
kind
I
of
wanna
sounds like
see
a
it-
mess, though.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to see a race there before its first race as a championship race.
like
so
a
that
short
would be
track
cool
race.
shit.
Like, what happens? I mean, that's a lot of bumping and banging for like a championship driver.
I think that's what they're
have
trying to get at. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, but like, I say like do rotate for like the next 6 years.
All right,
Like
what about
2
this?
years. What?
What about this? Sonoma. Is that where you
No,
draw
I
the
don't-
line?
Yeah, I
Is
don't.
this
I
where
don't think
you-
a road course should
All
be.
right. I'm
However-
just asking.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, bias aside, I don't think a road course should be the championship.
No, that's when I would actually be really upset. I'm gonna be honest. I would be like, this is bullshit.
But I think there's so many tracks that could be pretty good. But rotate it a couple years, and then like 10 years, like 6 years from now, after 10 years we left Homestead, bring it back to Homestead, 10-year anniversary or some shit. Like bring it back to Homestead. You throw Charlotte in the mix. I don't necessarily think Atlanta, but I'd also think Atlanta in 5 years isn't going to race like Atlanta does this year.
Okay, they're adding Nashville Fairgrounds, right?
Yeah, that's coming clearly.
Okay. And right now we're at Nashville, quote unquote, super speedway. That could be an interesting way for them to use both tracks in one city throughout the season.
Yeah, make one in the playoffs,
One gets
one
a championship.
not,
One, yeah.
Well, that's another
That could be
thing.
cool.
I mean, I don't necessarily think go ahead and throw the championship race at the fairgrounds, but
no, I'm saying super speedway. Fuck it.
Yeah, but that and then the same week have your banquet. Do the championship race and Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, whatever's the banquet.
For a week,
like,
NASCAR takes over Nashville,
crowning their champion.
Yeah, it's kind of like Daytona Speed Weeks, right? For NASCAR, like they're there all week.
I've
they
seen
take over the whole city.
Or it's like that's the thing too. Is like crown your champion in Charlotte at home. Like that would be badass. But it's like then you don't have your championship and la-di-da, and then like
what about
5
this?
weeks from now we have the banquet, and we're like, what are we doing here?
What about this? We don't touch Texas Motor Speedway. We don't touch it at all. No adjustments, nothing. Just how it is right now. And that's the championship race.
I wouldn't be surprised.
How livid would fans be?
We only gave them one date, but they get the championship.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we took away a date, guys.
Fucking burning down.
If NASCAR really wants to troll some people, like as an April Fool's joke, that would be fucking hilarious.
That would be funny.
I mean, I would have a heart attack, but when they were like April Fools, I'd be like, damn, that was a good one. Like, y'all got us.
I also heard rumors is what if they put the championship race at Bristol?
Yeah,
sell the motherfucker out.
That was the comment right here. Apparently, it's too cold. So,
well, it was 85 yesterday, so to pick cold. No, in the south.
Dude, Bristol's in the mountains. Do you know how much colder it gets up there?
Wear a fucking jacket. That's one thing I've never understood.
I'm just
about
saying,
this.
like they get snow.
It's too cold. It's like, dude, yeah, bring your fucking jacket and a blanket. What the fuck?
All right, I'm looking up their weather right now.
Look it up.
52 degrees.
Weekend.
That's pretty fucking cold.
Oh my god.
All right, I will say this though, like tomorrow and Thursday.
You give me a 52-degree night race.
Hold on. First of all, no, you're insane. 52 degrees. You're gonna watch a race in 52 degrees?
Yeah.
You're a fucking maniac, dude. You are a psychopath.
That is not cold.
Alaska. 52 degrees is not cold. Holy shit, man. You got some problems.
Nathan, tell him.
Homestead, Charlotte, Nashville, Super
Martinsville was the week before. That's even more north in the mountains.
Yeah, that's true.
So hear me out.
True. That's the worst idea I've ever heard. Oh, Texas Motor Speedway. It would be funny though. At a certain point, I would just get a chuckle out of that. It's like 40 is high. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll
that's
wear a fucking toboggan, fucking my NASCAR jacket, and some pants.
also Martinsville. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Martinsville would be colder than Bristol, but either way, it really doesn't matter.
Well, I also
Um,
think with this champ moving around, I like the playoffs switching around.
well,
I don't
another
like the
problem.
playoffs staying the same every year.
I was gonna say the real issue though with Bristol is like there's no hotels. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't think that's what NASCAR has in mind for the championship. Like nothing against
No,
Bristol, but I think they're thinking more city.
it's just fun to like, yeah, that they want the, they want the big blank, like
Yeah,
big
like
flashing
like
lights.
Martinsville, Bristol, like those are kind of out there, like in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere. I think that, yeah, they would rather want like an Atlanta or a Nashville or honestly a Texas Motor Speedway if they could ever fix it.
yeah.
But yeah, like more of an urban area, so they have like the hotels and the traffic, and
Well,
I think that's what they have in mind.
well, like next year's 75th anniversary, right? I think that would have been cool. And I don't really want the Atlanta Super Speedway to host a champ race, but it would have been cool to like. It used to have the championship race, and now it has the
Nathan,
championship race.
dude, you're so hard. I'm sorry.
Um,
No, I
but
haven't, and I don't plan on it. That sounds fucking miserable. You can keep that shit. Martinsville, when it was cold in the spring, was a terrible race. Dude, I went to Kansas and it was like 50 something degrees, and I legit was leaving until I realized there was the casino. Thank
I was
God.
at the Atlanta race one year and it snowed.
Just go home, dude.
It was
Why would you
2003, and Kurt Busch won.
why would you deal with that? Just go home. It's like one of the benefits of living in the South, so you don't deal with cold weather.
Yeah, it was snowing at Atlanta
Yeah, that sounds
in
awful. I
March.
would go home.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was so cold.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the idea of rotating. Obviously, Phoenix is getting a little stale.
And like the playoffs, you don't have to like shake it up, but like move two races around.
I
Like
will
just scramble
say,
it.
I don't know if you were looking on Twitter. Apparently, nobody liked this race. I guess everybody fucking hated
Yeah,
this race.
honestly, well, I had like two opinions of it. Also,
Thank
back to
you.
schedule changing is if we
Still
put
don't wanna
the
watch a race
champ
there.
race at Charlotte, we take out the Roval.
I would like that.
I'm okay with that.
That would be really cool.
I think, well,
if we
like the
just had-
Phoenix thing, I think the Rovals ran its course.
if we just had the 600 and the championship race in Charlotte, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think the Rovals run its course. I like with the champ race at Phoenix. I'm done with the Roval. Kind of, I just don't care anymore. Especially in the playoffs. But yeah, I thought the race was good as like it was an old school kind of race.
Yeah.
It kind of felt old school. Couple cautions, couple strategies played out a little bit, but it was a good old ass whooping. Joey Logano brought the fucking fire and laid it down and said, dude, in all the media, he came in like, yeah, this is mine. I'm going to win.
Which is why
it's my championship. And I like Joey had this fucking look in his eye, like I'm not fucking around. And
Right.
Ross and Christopher Bell looked like they were kind of like, yeah, man, we're gonna give it
Just
our
happy
best.
to be there. Yeah.
And Chase Elliott looked fucking bamboozled from the time they got there. I mean, just seeing on TV, you could tell like Chase ain't winning this shit. Like,
Right.
I thought maybe they'll throw some flair and have some of that crazy speed. But like even in the pre-race, Joey looked confident, determined, had like this little swagger that you don't really ever see out of Joey. Like he was like, it's mine to lose. And like I was like, dude,
Yeah.
Joey's winning this shit.
I literally texted a friend that in stage 1. I said, this is Joey's to lose. Like, and I think it was obvious to all of us right away.
Ronnie texted me before the race and said, so who's winning this thing? I said, my gut's all on the 22. However, I'm kind of rooting for the one car. And
You
like,
weren't rooting for Bell a little bit with
no, so like I think everybody in NASCAR Nation had a little heartfelt for wanting Gibbs. And I also had that little thing in the back of my head, like, dude, they're gonna go out here and fucking win this thing now. Like,
right, and it would have been an
like,
incredible story.
it would have been a crazy story. I was
Yeah.
like, I mean, if you didn't know, if you're watching this, I assume you already know. Our shout out Gibbs, RIP, Coy Gibbs, Ty's dad, and everything. I'm sure you already know all about it. But
yeah, we're not
sad news going into it. Kind of threw I don't know. I don't want to even talk about it really, but like threw a little kind of a shadow over the
Well,
whole
it was the weird.
championship
Yeah, I
race.
don't want to. We won't get into the details of the situation or anything, but it was weird that it like during the pre-race, right before
It's
the
when
prayer
they
and the
were like,
announcement,
"Ah,
they're
shit."
like, we want to inform everyone that like Coy Gibbs has passed, and it's just like, dude, the race is about to start. Whoa, like
Yeah, it was kind of overtaking that this is the championship race
they
we're
went
about to
out to
do.
do like the military guy did the prayer, the salute, or whatever it
Yeah.
was, and he was just like, we're gonna do a moment of silence, and it was just like
Yeah.
that. It was just like, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, this is real.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, they did a really good job in the booth, though. I will say, of like
yeah,
not hovering over it for too
yeah,
long. They addressed it, but they're like, dude, we have a race. Like, you know, this is just like a crazy situation. So
yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah, it was
And I think,
interesting.
and also, I kind of think, well, the Seabell never really had speed all weekend. It seemed he got up
Yeah,
there and tried his hardest, but like even in practice and qualifying, like it just kind of was there. I thought
ye-
they were going to be blistering fast.
right.
Um, there
Yeah.
was no passing. I mean, the Blaney had the car of the race, and he couldn't even pass
Yep.
Joey.
Yep.
And I think it was a little hard to pass. I think this was the short track package that's kind of hindered a lot of short tracks this year. But all in all, the race wasn't that bad. But I think if this wasn't the championship race, this would have been less enthusiastic. Like if this race was the spring race, we would have been like, hey, this was a snooze fest. But
Yeah. I mean,
because of the championship, we were like, there was storylines.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. And I can understand people not liking it. I think maybe I liked it a little bit more because it was the championship, like you just said. I think that added some excitement to it. I thought it was pretty decent racing. There wasn't a lot of passing. One thing I was thinking about though is I saw a lot of people complaining about this race online, and it's the same type of people that bitch about stage racing.
Yeah.
And I was like, how interesting is
I had the
that?
same conversation in a group
Because
chat.
because could you imagine this race without stages?
I literally had an argument with some friends in a group
Yeah.
message that I won't name, and they were like, "This race was boring. This race sucked." I said, "All you fucking kids who complain about how NASCAR ain't how it used to be
Right.
are bitching that this race sucked." I said, "Y'all would have fucking
Because
never
this
made it through that race if it didn't have stage caution."
this felt like more of an old school race.
It felt like an old school race.
Yeah.
Imagine that going caution free, dude. Or
Yep.
imagine. I mean, well, strategy and pit cycles, and imagine 3 cars on the lead lap.
Right.
Like,
Hey, guess what? Joey had good strategy in pit cycles,
yeah,
so he
yeah.
just would have
Joey
blown
had a
away.
20-second lead. He just had to
Right.
save his tires.
Yeah, they're like,
Whoa.
well, the strategy in pit cycles make it interesting. It's like, yeah, but what if Joey does it better also? Then it's
Yeah,
not interesting
dude.
anymore, right?
It's
He's just gonna
trust
blow
me.
away. Because that's
Yeah,
what he would
stage
have
racing's
done. I
great.
mean, without stages, this thing would have been just
A massacre.
yeah, massacre.
Um,
And that's why I think it felt like an old school race. I think that was the
yeah,
first thing me and you discussed about it, was it felt old school, and I think it was because of that, because it was like, oh yeah, he destroyed them.
yeah. He came out there and brought it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're late. They tried to make a story out of like Chastain was coming, but he had to get through
Mhm.
Blaney to get to him. So it was like, this is never. I was like, this is Joey's got this shit.
Yeah, I was watching it with my dad, and he was like, "Oh, cool! Like that might be something." And I was like, "Nah."
No.
Like, unfortunately,
You think Chastain's gonna get by Joey if
yeah.
anything?
I was like,
No.
unfortunately,
I was
that's
like,
not
Joey
gonna
will
be.
kill them both.
Yeah, there just wasn't enough time. I was like, there's just that can't happen. Sorry.
Yeah. And I
It's
mean,
cool, but yeah.
hey, Justin's birthday weekend, Joey wins championship and the race.
Are you
Pretty
serious?
cool.
Was it
Yeah.
his birthday
Justin's
weekend?
birthday was Friday.
Oh, dude,
So I
that's
was like,
awesome.
what a present, man. And Joey becoming the second current running 2-time champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, big fucking flex. I think Joey's kind of just like taking the helm here of like
So
badass race car
I
driver.
I was talking about this with my dad. Obviously we can in the future break it up based on the car generations. But in the meantime, since this is a brand new car, we don't have much time with it yet. I was talking about like, Joey is a top 5 driver for his generation. But then I was like, he's bled into a lot of other generations. Is
Right.
he driving against Tony Stewart and Jimmy Johnson? Or is he driving against Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle
Yeah.
Busch? You know what I mean?
He's like in the middle ground.
And he's still young. So he's going to be in
Yeah,
the
he's
next generation
32.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going into that next generation with Tyler Reddick and Hell, Ty
I
Gibbs
think
and
he's like
Noah.
the head of the kids. He's like the oldest kid on the playground.
Yeah, because when
kinda
he
deal.
came in, he was a kid. People forget this, I think.
Yeah.
Like, he was the young guy. It was
Well,
crazy how
Joey's
young
rookie
he
year,
was.
I think, was 2008.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's so long ago. I was in high school.
Yeah, Joey's 32. Like, yeah, Joey. I think it was 2008, the Car Tomorrow year.
Well, and how old was he?
Yeah, that's
He was a
right.
teenager, right?
Oh yeah, he was like 20.
I
Wait.
thought he was a teenager. I thought he was younger than that even.
That's like 13 years ago, 14
I don't
years
know.
ago.
Either way, he was this
Yeah, he was like 18,
super
19 because he was like too
Yeah.
young to race a fucking Xfinity car or something.
Yeah, I remember there was
and
something
there was
about
some
his age.
things. And he went on
And
a tear in the Busch Series or
Yep.
Nationwide Series, whatever you want to call it, and Gibbs equipment. Then Tony Stewart starts Stewart Haas and leaves, and he comes to 20, and it was kind of But then he goes, hell, what year does he go to 22? Like 2015,
yeah,
14?
I was trying to think about this earlier today because I was just kind of thinking of his career, because we talk
Yeah.
about these young guys coming up like Ty Gibbs now, and Tyler Reddick a couple years ago, or Chase Elliott when he came in. It was like that was Joey Logano when he came in. Like, he was hyped up. He was this crazy young talent.
Sliced bread.
Yeah, exactly. Next best things in sliced bread. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he was this crazy young talent. And he's still, you think about all the generations that he has raced against and beaten, and now
Yeah.
you're like, wait, he's only like our age. Like, he has a long time left
Yeah.
in his
He's got
career,
at least 10 more years.
and he's not
Easy.
getting any worse.
No.
So,
I
like,
could, in the way this is going, I could see Joey being like 3-4 time champ.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to allude to. It's like, how much do we see out of him? And I think if he sticks with Penske and they get, they have a good relationship there, like they seem to, and Penske seems to continue to do well. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like 3 to 4, honestly. I think he has at least one more. I would be surprised if he didn't get one more.
Yeah, I think, and I mean, ultimately, this another one. I think it's harder to win a championship right now than it has ever been.
Yes, 100%.
And he's won 2 in this format.
So, okay, here's some input.
He's the youngest of the Kyle Denny generation, oldest of the like Chase Elliott generation.
Right. Yeah. Right. I mean, he raced against Tony and Jimmy, though. Are we gonna
Austin Dillon?
Are we gonna pretend he didn't race against Tony and Jimmy, and Junior? Like, he raced against those guys too. Like, that's how long he's been racing. I think he's either the same age as Austin Dillon or 1 year younger.
So I think Austin's like 33, 34.
Yeah, they're right around the same age. I remember that. Yeah.
Looking them up. But
Joey was in the 18 in Xfinity and then was in the 19 in Cup. Okay.
Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah. So he was 19 when he got to Cup. Oh, wait. Sorry, he turned 18 his rookie year in Cup.
Austin Dillon born in 1990. So he's 32 as well.
So he's just a year older than us. Yeah. So he turned 18 going into the Cup Series. That's insane. Dude, we're talking about how like Ty Gibbs is too young and shit. Joey Logano was doing this when we were in high school.
Yeah.
When he was in high school, hell. Yeah,
crazy,
I mean,
man, and I like Joey. I saw a lot of people mad. Oh man, Logano won it. It was like, I don't know when people are gonna just acknowledge that Logano was a badass.
That was like, I could have understood if that was like 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe I might have been like, yeah, Logano. I just don't have that feeling anymore at all. I'm just like, nah, dude, he's like the best guy out there.
Yeah, he's the shit.
Yeah, like if I mean, he's easily one of the best drivers out there every single week.
Yeah, and he'll send it. He goes for it. I think he gets the all out of a race car. Like, he's not out there just like, whatever.
No, yeah. If he's going out on the track, he's going to win.
He's fucking hungry.
Yeah, it's like him and Kyle Busch have that mentality. Yeah, they're similar drivers, and he got kind of a bad rep when he was young, obviously. Because
I think you can start too young.
Well, also, he was bumping and banging with the guys he has that winner mentality, but it's like, dude, you're a rookie, you're 18. You don't come into our house. We're in our 30s. We're grown fucking men. We're successful. You don't push us out of the way. And so I think he had to get kind of rocked when he was younger, and that's why people didn't like him. A lot of fans of a lot of popular drivers did not like him for a long time because of that. But he's older now, and he has been in the Cup for a long time. And when he does shit, it's kind of like, well, he's a veteran. He can kind of get away with it now.
Did you see this old lady on stage? Like, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna get the new Mustang, right?
Yeah, she can get whatever the hell she wants.
Oh, that's weird. Do you remember in Darlington when we were in the car?
Yes. Yep. And she walked by.
I
Did
told
not look happy.
I was looking.
I was scared. I was like, "Oh god."
I was like,
She
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 looks
seemed angry. She looked like she was like yelling at somebody. I
she
was like,
looks
"Oh
way hotter
Lord."
in person than she does on TV.
That's what Dakota was thinking.
That Dakota said that, not me.
I was
swear,
having like
Dakota.
PTSD flashbacks to like my wife yelling at me. I was like, "Oh man, me and Joey, we got something
But
in
man,
common."
Joey spanked their ass. The race was pretty much like what I thought it was gonna be.
Mhm.
Like I thought maybe we'd see like Joey kind of fall off. Somebody gets like I thought Christopher Bell take 4 tires at the end or something, But no, Joey went out there, got the pole, had really good lap times, and kicked their fucking ass. And
Yep.
there at the end, people were like, I think Blaney could have passed him, but Blaney held off. I said, Blaney ain't won a race all fucking year. You think Blaney was not trying to pass that 22 car?
What do you mean?
Like
Sorry, I was
people were
reading that
saying,
comment.
Blaney was faster than Joey, but he backed off because Penske said something. And I was like, well, Joey could have finished second and still won the championship.
That's weird. I forgot that he drives for Penske.
So yeah, we forget Blaney's even in the race. I think Blaney
Yeah,
was
what?
trying to pass him and couldn't.
Yeah, no. I don't think I can understand people saying that, right? Because
Yeah.
he was up there right behind him for a long time for most of the race.
Yeah.
And he is his teammate, and he's not running for a championship. That
If that's
being
a spring
said,
race, I think they get a little more physical.
that being said, Logano would win the championship behind Blaney.
Yeah.
Blaney didn't win. Blaney didn't get a single win all season.
Mm-mm.
I have to respect Blaney enough to think that he would want to get a win.
He was yeah. Well, I think he would, but maybe he was like, if he slips up, I'm gonna try to pass him, but I'm not gonna push the issue. Like
That could be. I mean, that could. I'm sure they were like, dude, you can't race him hard. Like,
but also it's like, where's this get Blaney? He doesn't race he pushes Austin Cindric to fucking Daytona 500. He pushes Joey Logano to the championship. I mean, get yours, dude. What are you doing?
yeah, I think he couldn't race him hard. I'm sure that was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the boss is saying, do not push him hard.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, if it was the spring race, he probably would have got a little bit more physical. Would have
At least got
probably
next
pushed
to him,
harder.
maybe. I don't know. Also, it's like it was hard to pass all day. It's like
Yeah,
maybe he was
I was
faster,
just
but
gonna
couldn't
say
get
that.
to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Being said, nobody really passed all day. Logano was up front all day, regardless of where Blaney was. Like, I think Logano won regardless of Blaney. If Blaney wasn't in second, he was gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
So
Now, I would have loved to this is the only thing that would have made this kind of crazy is like a 8-lap restart, like with Chastain in third and Joey starting in front.
yeah.
That's the only thing I think would have gotten like whoa, but
that's. I mean, I'm not. We're not gonna bring up like the Ty Gibbs situation, but if you remember the Xfinity race, that's how I was feeling towards the end of that one. I think I was texting you that too. I was like, "Come on, restart," because he was just like pulling away. I didn't think that as much. Well, I didn't think that as much with the Cup race just because I picked Logano. So I was like, no. Just let him go, dude. Just let him go.
Another one where Xfinity race was where the car got the pole and spanked their fucking ass and they couldn't keep up with him and he won the championship. And I think fucking hell, Friday, the truck race at midnight was the race of the weekend. Zane Smith got the pole, spanked their ass, and some late race pit stop drama put him like 12th, and he still came back and fucking won it with a couple restarts. And that was a badass race. But every championship was won from the race and from the pole.
Oh,
like the driver got the pole, won the race, and won the championship. All three of them. I thought that was kind of like super unique.
Yeah, I had some in the Xfinity race. I had some hope that there was Noah up there.
A couple more laps, Noah's there.
They were battling. It was a really good race, but yeah, once Ty started pulling away, I was like, all right.
They battled all day, and then the last pit stop, Noah's crew put him fucking 8th. He came in second, came out 8th, and that right there inevitably lost him the championship. Because if he doesn't restart 8th, and then I think there was one more caution, but and he got like 4th, or no, something he came from 8th. But is like if he restarts 3rd,
delivery service.
He's gonna catch Ty Gibbs. You know.
Yeah, I think so. Do you think that this will bleed into a bit of a rookie rivalry in the Cup Series?
I'd love to see it because the Rookie of the Year excitement hasn't been a thing since like 2006. Like there hasn't been like a Rookie of the Year battle. There's been like Austin Cindric's Rookie of the Year and that other guy. What was his name? Harrison Burton, I think. Yeah, Harrison Burton. Congrats, man.
Before that, it was Daniel Hemrick and
Cole Custer.
And no, it wasn't Cole. It was Daniel Hemrick and oh my god, I can't. That's how bad it was.
Why do you think of it? I'm gonna grab another beer. Look it up, sweetheart.
Yeah, I can see his face too. That's the worst part. I don't know, man. If anybody knows it in the comments, leave it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I remember Daniel Hemrick won the Rookie of the Year because it got announced after RCR announced that they were dropping him.
Did you figure it out?
Hold on one second. Daniel Hemrick, Rookie of the Year. Let's see what year that was. That was 2015.
Oh, really?
Yep, 2015.
When he was in the 8 Caterpillar car?
NASCAR.
I thought that was like 2019.
No, dude.
Really? When he was with RCR in the 8 car?
It says 2015.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, 2015 does seem like
no. Yeah, Daniel Hemrick was like racing legend.
Right. Yeah, that can't be right. 2015. Yeah. There's no way that's right.
Yeah. Number 4. Oh, California Clean. Yeah, they're talking about ARCA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was like, wait, yeah, 2015. 2019. All right, here we go.
That's what I said.
Here we go.
Yeah.
2019 NASCAR. What do you any guesses?
For who he was going against?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, are you Googling it or are you thinking?
No, I'm not. I'm thinking.
Okay, I got the name.
I know this. Hold on.
There was technically 2 guys, but there was really only one guy who was competing against.
Daniel Suarez.
Nope. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Ryan Preece.
Ah, that's right. In the 37 or
yep.
47, then 37.
That's how exciting the Rookie of the Year battles have been.
Yeah. Woo.
Daniel Hemrick.
We couldn't even
Ryan
remember
Preece.
the people.
Jesus. Yeah, we couldn't even think of their names, dude.
I forgot Ryan Preece was in Cup for like
that's why I was like
3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah, holy shit, man.
Do we want to talk about the elephant in the room about how a championship fucking champion wrecked himself across the nose of another championship contender?
That's right. I almost forgot about that. And a certain fan base was very upset.
Yeah, acting like their driver can do no wrong.
Yeah. What's your take on the situation?
It was clear as day immediately. Well, it was cool. I'll back up. On Kevin Scanner, he's like, back down, Kevin. Caution's out, spinning behind you. And I was like, oh, another wreck. Like someone's wrecking. I was like, I was thinking because Kevin was up in the mix in the top 5 all day, or like 5th, 6th. And I was like, I was kind of like, well, like, I wonder if any championship guys like may have like had to avoid it or something.
Did you think that there was a chance Kevin was going to win at all?
There, with 100 to go, they had one big long green run. And Kevin ran from like 8 seconds back all the way up to 3rd, like 2.5 seconds back. And I was like, he had like a super good long run car.
Going into the weekend, I was like, it would be sick if I got to see my driver win the championship race, even though he's not in the championship. So I imagine as a Harvick fan watching him race up front.
Yeah,
you're probably like,
fun.
This could be cool.
Well, I was thinking in my head, I was like, what, it'd be cool if he went out and won the race and was like, if I'd made it, motherfucker.
Right, exactly. It's kind of one of those things. It's like, he won the last race. He's there.
Yeah. But he's like spinning behind you, and then like NBC was like 3/4 lap behind. They said, "Oh, we got one spinning. It's Chase Elliott," and they spin in the 9. It's like, "Whoa!" by him into the wall, and I fucking jumped off the couch like, "Yeah, woo!"
Same. I was like, "Yes!"
I was screaming. I was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck you, motherfucker!"
I told my dad it was like watching the Yankees lose.
Yeah,
I was like, "This is a good thing. We're all happy here."
Yeah, and I was like, "Dude, that thing's fucked." Like he slapped the wall.
Yeah.
And I was like, that thing ain't winning a championship. It wasn't before. It damn sure ain't now.
Right.
and he was fucked up after that. And they stopped filming him after that, which was great too. They stopped talking about him the rest of the race, and it was
Yeah,
just
a
it
lot
was
of
like,
people thought it
yeah,
was Ross.
here's some humble pie, motherfucker.
A lot of people
Well,
thought that was on Ross.
my problem with Phoenix is this whole jump into the apron thing, because they have a rule that you're not supposed to jump to the apron until after you cross the line. However, they don't really like fucking penalize it seems, or do anything about it. But guys, they all go fanning. It's all crazy to watch. But Ross clearly gets the jump on Chase and gets his nose under there. And Chase late blocks, and it's like any ordinary race, any other ordinary other driver probably backs off or turns more off of Chase. But Chase elected to block Ross, and Ross was like, I'm already here, buddy. My
Right.
foot's already in this fucking door.
Right.
And Chase kept turning left, and Ross was like, no. And I'm more proud of Ross. I still love it. And people were like, oh, don't give a fuck, Ross. And it's like, that was all on Chase, dude.
Yeah.
Chase didn't have to keep turning left. Chase could have turned back right when he hit him.
Who was that? Brandon, that was the Chase fan. I think I saw you get into it.
Yeah,
with
he
him
was
on
like,
Twitter.
fuck you, man. Duh, duh.
Yeah.
I just sent like
You
a
were like-
picture of Chase wrecking.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was like, yeah, go to hell, asshole. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
You're like, oh, that's right. You're a Chase fan again. I forgot.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I thought you were a Reddick fan for a second. I could talk rationally to you, and then you went back to Chase. So,
oh, people.
I enjoyed Kyle Busch's last race for JGR. He was racing in the top 10 all day, but he was respectful to all the championship drivers. Yeah, of course he is. It's
I
Kyle Busch. He's
wish
gonna be.
they gave Kyle more like notoriety. I know he wasn't retiring, but like
Yeah,
they
that's a
did-
big
to
deal.
To me, they filmed him like before in the pre-race. They filmed him and talked about him a little bit, but during the race, I think they mentioned him like once. I wanted to like, and they were trying to spice up the championship. I get it; it's all about the champions, but it was like, could we have like just like here a silent 10-lap run and film the 18 car? I don't know. I feel like I didn't get to see the 18 enough, and he was up there, and
Yep.
like I just wanted to see the car on TV a little more.
Do you think NASCAR was scared to talk about it too much because it's like
They
a
were
sensitive
definitely like,
topic?
let's not talk about the elephant in the room.
Well, no, not that. It's more of a sensitive topic that they didn't talk about.
It's
in the
touchy right
sense
now.
that-
Let's just talk
No.
about the championship
Let me
battle.
finish. Let me
Oh.
finish. What
I'm
I
sorry.
mean is the sensitive topic that they don't want to discuss is losing sponsorships. Because a big part of that story is M&M's is gone and they're iconic with the 18.
Can't even afford to keep their star drivers.
NASCAR would have to kind of address like, yeah, you're not going to see the M&M 18 ever again, and that might be something they don't want to talk about as much because it's not a good look.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just maybe a thought. It was nice to see him go out. It was a good race for him. It was interesting. Did you
Highest
see him?
finishing Gibbs driver?
Did you see him and Samantha like crying during
Dude, before the pre-race, I was
Oof.
like, oh God, fuck. Yeah, they were like,
Samantha
hold
was
it
really
back.
like,
yeah.
Well, because I was thinking about it too, because I was like, yeah, obviously their relationship probably like didn't end on a great note, and obviously he worked with Coy a lot, I'm sure, because he was high up in the corporation. But you got to think about how long he was with that team, and how well they probably know that family. Like that's just devastating. I can't imagine. And then you got to go get in a car and drive. Like
I don't know if you got to listen to the teardown, but they hinted on it pretty well. Was like that we never really see Kyle like open up really his whole career. Like we've never seen him emotion like this. But he
never talks about the relationship with his brother, and they barely talk. That's fucking weird.
But coming like the whole Race for the Championship show and stuff. But like all this, it was like, and then like the the sponsorship model and stuff is like, it was like a wake up call, and then all of a sudden, Kyle Busch is like, I have sponsorship. I'm gonna be here forever. All of a sudden is like the sponsorship leaves, and you're watching like God fall from the clouds, almost like, in lack of better terms. It's like it's Achilles' heel. Like you're watching top tier Kyle Busch be brought down to human level of. Yeah, he just lost his right. Like if you asked me last year where Kyle Busch retired in an 18 car,
Yeah,
like,
no
they're
question.
never getting rid of him.
Dude, do you remember this season during all the rumors?
Yeah, I talked shit half the season until I was like, oh no, he's not coming
up.
back.
He's gonna. There's no way they let him go. Like,
they'd be
he's just
high to
playing
do that.
hardball. Yeah, I did not think this was happening.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I remember first being like, dude, that would be cool if he went to RCR. And we were talking
Yeah.
about that. And then we were like, yeah, but that'll never happen. There's no way in hell it happens. So
But-
this like nobody predicted this 6 months ago.
Yeah, but Kyle Busch had finally opened up and was like, my whole career, I've been told I'm the guy, I'm their star, I'm their 2-time champion,
Yeah, it's
200
been- yeah.
wins.
Right.
I'm fucking Kyle fucking Busch, and in the snap of a fingers, they told me to go find a job.
Kyle fucking Busch.
Ooh, yeah. He's like,
Bet
they
you'd be proud of
told
him,
me we were
Bushes.
family. I was gonna build the, I was gonna be here forever. I built the company up with all this and money and stuff. And overnight, next day they told me to go get lost.
I will tell you, from my experience, if anyone that's not actually family to you tells you that you're like family, they're lying.
Oh yeah,
That usually never works out.
right.
Yeah. Something, unless you're actually family, something's gonna happen. We're gonna see Kyle Busch at top tier level again next year at RCR. About to be given Rattlesnake a lot of happy podcasts. I really hope so, man. RCR needs it. I'd love, as an RCR fan, for Kyle Busch.
Very excited for next year.
I hope I hope we don't see a Brad situation. You know what I mean?
Do what? Repeat that.
No disrespect to Brad, but I hope we don't see a Brad situation.
No, I don't think you will. I mean, that 8 car won 3 races this year and could have won 6.
That's true.
So yeah, Tyler Reddick's showing off in that car. What do you think Kyle Busch is gonna do?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Um,
Unless we see Tyler Reddick move teams and then win a championship, and you're like, oh shit, he was that fucking good.
Yeah. Well, watch RCR win championship next year. That'd be fucking huge.
Dude.
I think Kyle makes a strong playoff run.
I really hope so. I want it.
Yeah.
I want it so bad.
But hell, we talked enough about championship. Do we want to talk about the season as a whole?
Yeah.
Or let's before we leave Phoenix, let's give that race rating.
Oh, that's right. Race rating. Let me pull these up. I got a new phone, so I got all this new
look
shit.
at you. What is it? The 14S Pro XE?
No, dude, it's new for me. It's used.
Oh.
It's like an iPhone 12. I had an iPhone 10
God, Jesus.
up until this last weekend.
Dude, I can talk all day about the damn devil and iPhones.
The devil and iPhones. Those two things separately. All right, what are you giving it?
This is off the top of my head.
You gave Martinsville.
Martinsville
7.6. Just a heads up.
Oh God. Yeah, the Martinsville race was better than this, I think.
Was it though? Right? I mean,
I enjoyed Martinsville better, like racing wise.
They were similar, dude.
I'm giving this race a 6.8.
Okay, we will go 6.8.
I didn't hate it like a lot of people hated it. I gave me
didn't-
old school vibes.
I didn't hate it at all. Wow, 7.7. That's high.
Ooh, Steven, you must be new to the show.
Just to properly wrap up
You gotta
the
show
season,
some nip to get 7s around here.
or some buttholes. Just to properly wrap up this season, I'm gonna go 6.9. I can't believe you didn't think to do that.
Wow, I almost said 6.8. Didn't I? Didn't I say 6.8?
Yeah, yours is 6.8. That's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna go 6.9. Yeah, no, liked it. It was good. It was a championship. Yeah,
Definitely like to see it move.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
Phoenix get one day. Move the championship. Don't even put Phoenix in playoffs.
so you're saying like, okay, for next season, or
Well,
let's say hypothetically,
yeah.
2024, right? Because
Yeah.
we don't have that schedule yet.
Phoenix gets a spring race, and that's it.
No. Hypothetically, let's just say they're like, all right, we're going back to Phoenix for the championship. I know we're all pissed off, but let's say that's
Yeah.
how it is. Do you say just take away any other Phoenix date?
Yeah, that's one thing I liked about Homestead
Yeah,
was
it was.
there's
the
no
only
notes.
date.
You have last year's notes, I guess, but it's like there's nothing. You just have to come in and be a race team, and we're all on the same track.
I really
We
like
brought
that as
what we
well.
brought,
Yeah.
and this is it. I always liked that about Homestead with the championship was we haven't been here all year. We don't know.
I hate going to Phoenix and us making predictions about the championship and being like,
based off the
well,
the
based on the
spring
last race here, like,
Yeah,
ugh.
I don't like that.
I miss
like,
Homestead.
if
Yeah.
you get the championship, you don't. That's the only thing you get. Like, well, even if it's Atlanta, even if it was Charlotte. I mean, I want the Coke 600, but that's something to think about.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. See, that's a gray area too. But it's like, I want if the
Yeah,
championship
right?
race is a championship race, they only get one day.
Yeah, because what if it was Darlington? Would you say take away the Southern 500?
The championship race is the Southern 500.
Oh, all paint schemes throwback for the championship.
Well, they know they do the throwback at the spring race.
The championship is the Coke 600.
Oh
Oh
fuck!
shit!
God damn!
600-mile champion.
You know, that's what's funny is they've been, been entertaining this shorten races, make races shorter idea. And the best race of the year was the longest one.
Dude, it was the best race of the year.
That was clearly the best race of the year.
I'm gonna rewatch it when I get like the fiend in for like NASCAR. It's usually about a month before the season starts, and you're like,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
be
ready
like, I
for
gotta watch
racing.
some. I'll watch old Daytona videos.
I'm probably gonna throw on the Coke 600 again, to be honest, because it'll be good to rewatch some stuff with the next gen, so we can kind of like prepare for this next
I think
season.
we'll definitely have some mid-season
I think,
bullshit
dude, maybe we should
episodes.
like rewatch a couple for some off-season episodes.
Yeah,
And kind of go back and look at how we rated it and like look at our old episode and be like, all right, we rewatched it. The season's over. This is how we feel now because we really hyped up Coke 600 and Auto Club.
I'd like to rewatch Auto Club.
Yeah, me too.
Because I was hyped about it, but you were fucking pumped about it.
I was so pumped. It was like,
and I was like, I'd like to go back and watch it again. I also would like to watch some spring races compared to like what I've watched the last 10 weeks. And like be like, wow, the cars are driving.
And remind
really
yourself
different.
of why this season was so good.
Yeah,
because that's the disappointing. That's the most disappointing part about
where
all
the
of
playoffs saved. Remember the first 5 races? How angry I was, and
oh no, that's why that's what I was.
Did we save the playoffs with the last 4 races?
No.
No.
I think overall the playoffs were still a disappointment this season.
I think they were probably one of the worst playoffs we've seen.
And it's also because of how good the beginning of the season was.
Yeah.
That really had an effect on it. We were riding high, man. We were
the first half of the season. I was like, dude, this is that Fox fucked up. This is.
Remember, we had to change. It was good, the bad, and the ugly. We literally changed it to the good, the bad, and the great, or whatever. Yeah. Because we couldn't find multiple bad things. I mean, for a while we were riding high. Other than Fox, like filming children, which is so weird. And I
oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
dude, I swear to fucking
that was a thing this season.
This is something no one else even brought up too. This was the last NBC race we're gonna see till next summer.
Yeah,
till for 7, 8, 10 months. Is God, dude? Fox has got to clean it up. They have got a fucking bar that they can't reach.
When is the contract up? I've seen somebody
like 2025 is when they renew it or something.
Yeah, because at this point, it's almost if they don't fix it now. I think they're tanking it on purpose.
Well, the thing is, they think they're doing great and everybody loves it. Good fuck yeah, man.
I don't think they do. I don't think that you can possibly think that.
Well, here's what I'm scared to fucking death about is that Kevin retires and goes to the goddamn Fox boost.
Yeah, and that kind of kills his career right away.
Fucking death. Yeah. Oh yeah, the old Jeff Gordon route. Yeah, I'm fucking nervous.
Exactly. Man. And Jeff Gordon said,
fuck
that.
This. Yeah. Wait, how much can I make owning Hendricks?
Right.
Fuck, no, what am I doing here? I mean, Clint's annoying. Fuck this.
They just need to bring in like an entirely new person.
I don't know.
I don't mean entirely new in the booth. I mean entirely new to run Fox Sports.
Also I love Mike Joy. But I think Mike Joy is, season. He's kind of reaching his days.
I think we can all agree.
I think we need a Mike Joy retirement tour. I think Clint is like fun and all, but goddamn, like he's got a hot rod here. Like that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear why his right rear is burning up. I want to hear why they're pitting now. I want to hear who's got fuel strategy. Like this is what I want to hear about. NBC.
I'm pretty sure Fox is just like, what's the NASCAR fan base? And they're like, oh, really stupid rednecks. And they're like, okay, cool. We'll just treat them like dumb rednecks
with a little bit of anime fairy kids.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to actually know about like tire pressure or like damage on any vehicle.
We're gonna bring Danica Patrick on. She's gonna talk about race cars. Like Fox is a South Park episode, dude.
Yeah,
it's like God,
dude. Fox is the South Park episode.
It's so it was so bad. That's the only thing we're gonna watch some street races and be like, this fucking broadcast, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Zooming in on the
muted.
children. I will
Dude,
not
I don't know
forget
what the
that.
kids were, and we're going
It
on
was
a
a
tangent.
thing. It was a thing that like people
It
started
was
to
bad.
notice.
It
Yeah.
was really bad.
You know it's bad when people like random people on Twitter are also starting to notice. They're like, "What's the deal with this?"
Yeah, it's ugh. But dude, it was a fucking good season. A good season for us. We went to a bunch of fucking races, a lot more than we probably should have. I watched. Remember, I told you I was watching the preview episode of the season,
Oh
and
yeah.
I fucking talked about something. I said,
Okay, let's hear
remember
it.
last year we said we're not going to go to this many races this year.
Did we really discuss that?
Because last year we went to too many races.
God damn
And
it.
this year, we said last year, next year we're not going to this many races. And what are we saying right now?
But we're not gonna go to somebody, right? That's all we've been discussing for like a month.
All
Now.
we've been talking about is being broke bitches.
It's the
and not
only
going.
thing
All right,
me and you have
next
discussed for
year-
the past couple of months.
Next year, for real, we're not going.
God damn
I
it.
laughed at. I meant to tell you that. I laughed. I
Oh.
almost screen recorded. I laughed my fucking ass off because we were like, dude, no way we're going to this many races this year as last year. And I ended up going to 8. Last year I went to 9.
That's the thing. I did go to less, but I don't know what it was, man. I
I
don't know
said
if it's
next
like
year I'm going to 6. I'm like, that's it. But then I'm also like, that's 7.
yeah,
Right?
that's the
that's
thing.
7 or 8 right there.
Right. Yeah. You're like, well, I gotta go to this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh shit.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe honestly, I think a big part of it is the economy. I don't mean
Yeah.
to sound like one of those bitches,
I mean,
but
we
like,
ain't rich, dude.
yeah, like during times like this, man, when we're driving to all these places,
Yeah.
paying for gas, paying for all like, and then it's like on top of that, when you get home and you got to go get groceries, you're like, God damn, like
The
it's
groceries
just
are.
it gets tough, man.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, we were able to pull it off, you
It's
know,
getting tough.
but yeah, it's getting tough. So
But
this
we'll
time,
talk about it next
hopefully
year.
we honestly do go to less, but we'll see.
We still gonna watch them though, probably.
Yeah, until
Till
they go electric.
Oh,
That's always well, yeah.
we both just said that.
That is the stake
That's the nail in
ground,
the
man.
coffin for me.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh,
I was talking to some friends. I was at a baby shower.
Yeah.
With some friends here down the street. Talking to a lot of new people I've never met. A lot of people that don't watch NASCAR, you know, obviously. And it comes up in discussion sometimes. Talk about sports betting. So it comes up. And yeah, I just, you know, discussed. I think they were joking about if NASCAR ever went electric. And they don't watch, they don't really understand, but they were just joking about like, oh, that would be the day. And I was like, no, that's gonna
it's
probably happen.
coming.
And they're like, no, it won't. NASCAR. And I'm like, I know, but that's probably. I was like, turn on your TV and tell me the next time you see a car commercial that's not about electric vehicles.
Yeah.
So it's going electric. Like NASCAR is bound to follow that path. So
Yeah. Well, I was listening to Jeff Gluck's 12 questions, and last week he did Kevin Harvick, and the week before he did Kyle Busch. And one of the questions was like, what are you most optimistic about, and what are you most worried about in NASCAR in the next 5 years? And Kyle Busch's was he's most worried about the car. He said, and he's like, I'm not talking about like safety and all this. He said, but you know, he said with the car, he said the car right now is 200. This was kind of neat, and I mean, this is just quoting Kyle Busch.
yeah.
He said the car right now is 200 pounds heavier than last year's car.
Oh,
He
shit.
said, so
Yeah,
we're
that's
already
interesting.
pushing the limit. You know, with all this, the tires can't hold up on some of these tracks,
Right.
Texas.
Yeah.
He said we're pushing the limit on some of these cars. He said, and we're talking
That's
about
so much extra weight.
we're
That's
talking about
insane.
going electric and electric. He said electrification of motors. He said with batteries and all that, the car's only going to be heavier.
Yeah.
He said, so what I'm worried about is if the car can keep, like, he's like, how is that going to work? A heavier race car. And like, he was more worried about like pushing limits. I was more worried about, he just said like the car's going to be electric one day.
Yeah. I mean, I think just electric cars in general will kind of eventually ruin racing. because
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
I was thinking about it too. Electric cars are the future. Like, I'm not going to pretend that they're not.
Yeah.
In our lifetime, that's just going to become the standard, probably. And then okay, if we go that route,
You were late on your trash bill, so you will not be driving today.
exactly, dude, that gets scary. That gets like
That is
Black Mirror
fucking
episode shit.
reality.
But it honestly, yeah, I mean, that's going to become a thing because I was thinking about this. Like, so Tesla, it makes sense too if you're like a
You're
family.
allowed 3 charges this week.
If you're like a family that wants to go on a road trip, you type in your address into your Tesla, and it maps out where you need to go based on the charging stations.
Yeah.
And now with the new superchargers, for $5 or $6, you get 100 miles, and it only takes 15 minutes to charge the whole thing. So I was like, God damn, that is a deal.
You realize you have to pay for the charge too, right? I don't think people realize that.
Yeah, but it's only $5 for every 100 miles. I mean, that's way cheaper than the gas right now. The point is, though, okay, then what's the next step?
What happens when your power's out?
Well, yeah. But what's the next step in that process is you just typing in the address and then turning the chair around and it goes to autopilot and you don't drive at all. It like in our lifetime, I think we're gonna get in cars and we just type in the address and it goes and charges on its own and shit.
I think you are gonna do that. I don't think I
No.
will ever.
I don't. I'm saying this is gonna become the standard, though. I mean, you can make fun
Yeah,
of all
not
you
me.
want. I do think that will become the standard. And in that world, what's the point of racing? No one drives anymore.
No.
There's
hey,
like, who
it's
are
gonna be
you impressing?
robot companies.
Right. Like, who are you
We
impressing?
got the GE going against the Honda.
Right. No one physically drives anymore. So why are these?
That's
Why would that
dangerous.
be a
Why would we put
sport?
people in them?
Yeah, dude. That's where we're going. So I
Or
think,
it'll turn into this automated car can drive 10 times better than any driver.
right. Yep.
It knows every perfect spot on the track.
So that's why I'm against electric cars. Sounds like a dystopian nightmare to me.
Well,
I-
yeah, electric cars sound all fine and dandy until there's no power.
Yeah, exactly.
But then what?
Right.
People think electricity just comes out of the fucking
Right.
walls.
Yeah. That's the best part is that you have to get like lithium for the batteries, which is also a more finite resource than oil.
Fucking
So
mining Godzilla. Yeah, I'm just saying people act like electricity just comes out of the fucking air.
well, it does, right? Isn't that what you do? Is you grab it out of the air and then you put it
Yeah.
into the
I'm
lines
just
for us?
saying if the power lines don't work, there's no fucking car.
But you work for power lines, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you create the power by just grabbing it and putting it in things for
Put
us,
it in
right?
my fucking truck bed and I take it to people's houses and just plug it in their walls.
That's how it works. That's what I'm to understand.
When a thunderstorm comes, that's why it has to rain. Thunderstorms come by and electrocutes the ground and everybody's phones charge.
And then we say, thank you, Jesus,
Yeah. Oh, dude.
for
don't
charging
get me-
our
don't
phones.
Get me started on that one. Oh man, but dude, it was a fun season. 2022's in the books.
Still not electric. Still not electric.
I
Still
mean,
watching.
we're gonna have a couple episodes in the off season, but and then I think we're gonna have some preseason episodes. But like, I'm putting the pause button on. I'm ready to stop thinking about race cars for a minute, and like, I'm gonna hibernate and do some deer hunting. Some holidays are coming, and I'm gonna chill the fuck out and watch football.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, if we do an episode in November, it'll be like one episode.
You remember how many people were like, "Hit me up in the off season, I'll join on your episode."
Yeah, that's the
And we're
shitty
like-
thing is we get so lazy in the off season because we're like, finally, we got a break. And then everyone's like, oh, well, you didn't hit us in the off season, so you didn't get the interview. And it's like,
Yeah, we should probably put that in the works. But also, it's like holidays coming. You don't want to bother people.
that's true. Yeah. And
Um,
also, these families all just got off. Like, this is also their time off.
Well, I was thinking like maybe January we should slap a couple episodes.
Also, they get time off, but like, I don't get fucking
Yeah.
time off at work. I
Yeah.
get like holidays.
Well,
Fuck
like
them.
the first week of December, we could do like let's do a Jeopardy or something.
Yeah. No. We're definitely, I would say come December, we're going to want to like start cranking them back out.
Hell, that's 2 weeks.
What, December?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, look at your calendar.
That's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, that's 3 weeks. Anyway, yeah, like 3 weeks off. That's not bad for us.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you can come on next year for sure.
Hey, yeah, bring it on. I mean, just another badass season brought to you by another badass episode, brought to you by another badass shade company. Yeats Official, thank y'all so much for doing what y'all do, supporting your boys, making us look so cool on race day.
When did they come on? Was it like at the beginning of the
I
season?
think it was the beginning of the year because they sent us a package at Daytona. Or was it into last year?
No, it was this.
No, it was last year. No, they came on like way last year because I was wearing them at Spring Dago last year.
Were you really?
Yeah, I bought some and then I hit them up about it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
you hooked it up though. So they've
thanks
been
for
with
all
us.
y'all do. Yeah,
This is
almost
the
over
full
a year.
season
Yeah,
that they've been with us.
this is our full season. Discount code 10% off, Chairgatin and shipping. Yeah, we're gonna try to hit them up, see if we can get them to a race and see if they, we get some badass swag to y'all cool guys out in the crowd. And also our boys hopping on over at Stock Car Society, giving us this fresh ass fucking swag. Definitely trying to collab with him
Dude,
some more
look at
and
that.
go
How
check them
perfect
out.
is
Dude,
how perfect
it's
is
like,
that with my Chairgatin Daytona hat
it
too,
is
or
good.
shirt too?
It's been making me like I don't even want to wear it because I want to get dirty. But then I'm also like, I'm gonna have to inevitably get it dirty. But
I'm definitely wearing it in Daytona.
I was thinking, I was like, I might wear it to the Daytona 500. I think it'd be clean.
Dude, I want to wear it to the Daytona.
All right, you wear it because I also have a somber year next year because it's Kevin's final season.
All right, then you
putting
can
that
wear
on the
it if you
record.
want. It's
No, you wear it. I'll wear my Kevin stuff as well.
that's okay. That makes more sense. Yep. All
All
right. Anyway,
so
they got dope
yeah.
shit for everybody
Yeah,
listening.
check him out hit him up on Insta, dude. The
He's a
fucking
cool
shop's
dude too.
badass.
Also, if you do buy anything, let him know that we sent you. He's
Yeah.
a really cool dude, and we just like letting him know that we're still plugging him. He doesn't give us money or anything. We just kind of he'll give us some sweet merch and we
Help
give him
us help you
shout-outs.
help him.
Yeah, exactly. So just let him know if you buy anything that we sent you, so he knows that we're giving shout outs.
Hey, Chairgatin and special message shipping instructions. Oh, but dude, man, is this it? This is it for the season?
I think this is it, man.
22 and 22, baby. He did it. Fucking Joey, big dog flexing.
22 for the 22. Yep. All right. Well, I guess let's get out of here. We'll probably see y'all like in December, to be honest.
Yeah. Check out. I know we're kind of lazy on our social media stuff, but just
we've
check
been
out.
lazy.
I'm fucking tired, dude.
Well, that's the thing. Come Daytona, we're gonna be like, okay, we gotta
be posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired.
Every fucking year it happens the same way. Yep.
Yeah. We're tired, boss. But check us out, dude. We'll be fucking hibernating and posting some things here and there. And definitely catch our Jeopardy. We'll have to get fucking Colton on board and get some of the boys back on, and we'll just throw some NASCAR facts. I honestly want to do it one time, and I want to come up with the fucking questions, put Colton to the test.
Oh, yeah, but you're like,
I half-assed know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I'm terrible at trivia, so I'll just be sitting there like getting it wrong every time.
All right, here's a good one. It doesn't count if I play. I'll say I come up with questions, you ask them, or we both be hosts. Why don't we both host it?
Yeah, that's true. Me and you just host it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
we host
I like
it and
that.
have friends on as guests, and we'll just have like 8 of us.
You can ask the questions, and I can just randomly be like, "Ooh, you don't know that? What are you retarded,
dumbass?" Zinger!
Dad didn't love them. Heyo.
That'd be a good one. That's what we need to do. We'll plan that. Well, that's what we'll work on for homework.
All right, that's what we'll work on for our off season.
All right, y'all. It's been real fun. It's been great catching up, and enjoy your off season because before you know it, we'll be back in Daytona.
Before you know it, you'll be seeing these ugly mugs.
And somehow people still watch.
Later.
All right, y'all. Peace.